What's up, hosers? Dr. Zorb here. I'll be getting a Kitbash blog video thingy, whatchamacallit. So, I acquired both of these vehicles, I had that one over there, and some other stuff, on Marketplace. Right, Miko? Miko agrees. And I bought them for the purposes of kit bashing them for my post-apocalyptic sci-fi campaign. Going to be making a vehicle or vehicles inspired by many post-apocalyptic films, including Damnation Alley. So this one is a G.I. Joe, and this one is a knockoff World Force, which actually is much better made and better detailed, oddly. So, however, both of these things are going to be hacked up into bits. Well, not bits, but I've already done some disassembly. This one I've removed the wheels, they're just sitting back on there. Obviously this tent thingy is going to go in the bin of parts. And so we got taken apart. Now, one of my ideas I've had so far is this interior part, which is where all your action figures would sit. To get the nice little butt molds. Probably wouldn't be very comfortable to sit in. But if you invite it, stick it in there, it actually makes a decent vehicle top. Makes it look much more like a large kind of Mars rover thingy, which I might make it. So one of the vehicles might be a military APC and the other one a Mars rover. So this will be a miniature in the scale with these vehicles. They'll be playable at miniature scale. If I'm going to make this into the Mars rover, I'm going to replace these wheels with these big honkers that got in a dollar store. They're full of candy. Candy wasn't that great, but the wheels are pretty good for dollar store finds. And I got enough that I can put 6 of these big honkers on here. So this one might become the Mars vehicle, which of course then will return to Earth, and then this one will be a more militarized version that they have. So they'll be driving basically 2 vehicles across country. That one's got all the sciencey stuff. This one's got the firepower to protect everybody. So that's kind of the plan. Now, I've already started to gut this one. It has lots of cool features. That thing opens up and it has a back ramp, and I kind of really like it. As you can see, I've already disassembled it a little bit. And you see I've drawn a red line in the Sharpie in there, and what I'm thinking of doing is cutting this section off. And the reason I'm thinking of doing that is because I'm going to use this, which was the original canopy, to replace the bottom part, and then this will be the top. They do fit together, and they look kind of cool when they're pasted together. Kind of hard to do while I'm holding a phone, so just take my word for it. So this bottom one, those would be gun ports. So you would have your main cockpit up top, and then underneath you would have your forward guns, and it would be all on the front of this vehicle. So I'm thinking of extending the vehicle out a little bit, make it a bit longer. To add that, cut this piece off and reuse it elsewhere, maybe on top if I extend this whole thing. I'm not sure. I would kind of like to cut the front section off and put like a bendy section like there is in the movie Damnation Alley, where it has the accordion, like an accordion bus, where the front section kind of swivels and pivots, and they did that so that it would be easier to move over rough terrain. With the front tri-axle, they have the three-wheel thingies at the front, and supposedly made for better terrain handling. I don't know if I'll be able to do that or not, but oh my god, sorry, oh, so tired. Quality video content right here, me yawning my ass off and holding a camera shaky cam style. So again, there's a miniature and scale, so it's going to be a pretty big vehicle. I was kind of going for like a land ship kind of deal, which I could still do by abandoning this being the Mars rover and linking the two vehicles together and making it like one big, huge, honking vehicle. And then, you know, this smaller vehicle would be the Mars rover, which does look a bit more high-tech, and so on. So one thing I might do, though, is I might, if I'm going to use, when I kitbash this one, I'm going to lift the top part up and raise it up and like put some material in to make it taller so that miniatures sit inside without too much hullabaloo. I do have a plastic dome I'm going to put on. There was a turret in there from what was a G.I. Joe vehicle, which is in the bits box here, as you can see, and like a action figure would sit in there with the gun sticking, you know, then typical G.I. Joe cheesiness. And then that went inside this larger vehicle. It was the snowcat kind of thing. So I am very tempted to turn this into some sort of shuttle that this vehicle drops the Mars vehicle from. So that'd be kind of cool. So stay tuned as I make shit once I figure out what I'm going to do, which is always fun when you've got executive function disorder. Woohoo! Anyway, that's the joy of creativity and being a tired motherfucker. Okay, so like bye.